Hi Sagittarius, this is going to be your ex-partner reading for July 2018. This month we've got the 4 kings at the top from each element, and underneath each king is 3 cards. The first card will be the energy of your ex-partner, the second card will be for you, and the third card will be the overall. We're also going to take a look at the card at the bottom of the deck, and for you Sag, you got the Fool card. So the Fool card, and this card can apply to you or your ex-partner, but the Fool card, you know, it's starting right back at the very beginning, okay? And it's about going down this new path. You don't know where it's going to lead, don't know how things are going to work out, but it's being prepared to take that leap of faith. Now, Sag, if you're dealing with an ex-partner who's a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, the energy that they're bringing in is the Hangman. Now, this is a card about being in limbo, okay? Not taking any direct course of action. Now, it could be that they're not prepared to do anything, make any moves as such, because they may feel that it's you that needs to change your perspective on things. But it could also apply to them. Maybe they're the ones that need some fresh insight or to change their perspective. It may also be that they feel as though they can't make any moves at the moment. They may feel restricted. You know, maybe you have blocked them recently or had blocked them in the past. Now, the energy that you're bringing in is the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is a card of moving away from something that we found to be very turbulent and moving to a time that's going to be more calm and more peaceful. Now, this can be in terms of our thoughts and as well as communication. Sometimes the Six of Swords can be, you know, physically removing ourselves as well. But sometimes it can just be that maybe there's going to be a change in your communication. Or as I said, maybe it's your thoughts that have been very turbulent and now we're going to get into a more calmer time. Now, the overall energy is the Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is very karmic energy. And the Wheel of Fortune, yes, it can be that, you know, things are going to start to turn around, start to turn in our favour. But also the Wheel of Fortune can be about getting back on that wheel and having the opportunity to do something again. So maybe that's where the Fool card might come in for you here, Sag. That maybe on that wheel, you know, you're either one of you, both of you are going to be prepared to get back on, you know, maybe start back at the beginning of this relationship and take that leap of faith and start over again. I don't feel the Six of Swords, if I'm being honest, is about you completely moving on from this ex-partner. I think it is probably your thoughts, your thought pattern changing, and maybe that's what the water sign has been waiting for. Maybe that's why, as I said, they've been in limbo, because they've kind of needed to hang around and wait for you to change your perspective or the way that you've been handling this situation. Now, Sag, if you're dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, the card that they are bringing in, is the Five of Wands. Now, the Five of Wands isn't as severe as the Five of Swords. It does talk about arguments, conflict. It can sometimes be more banter than actual arguments. But generally, it's people that are not listening to each other, that they want to get across their point of view. You know, they want their side of the story, so to speak, heard, but they're not prepared to listen to the other person. Sometimes as well, the Five of Wands can talk about inner conflict. So that may apply as well to your ex. Now, the energy you're bringing in is the Two of Pentacles. And this is juggling here, juggling with a decision. You know, I suspect juggling with, you know, should I Should I reconcile? Should I not? Should I go back? Should I not? You know, trying to reach a decision here. But the overall energy is the Seven of Wands. Now, the Seven of Wands is a card of defending oneself, feeling challenged by others, needing to maintain that higher ground, speak up and defend oneself. Now, this could be for both of you. It could just be for either one of you. It could be, and it kind of feels for me that for some of you, it could be that, you know, maybe your ex has approached you or is going to approach you this month, and it may be friends or family that are challenging you and kind of saying, you know, do you really think you want to go back into this relationship, especially if the relationship had this type of Five of Wands conflict attached to it in the past. But as I said, whether it's you or your ex, or indeed, you know, to me, it's not an energy for both of you, this Seven of Wands. It's going to be either one of you here. But I don't feel it's defending yourself against the ex. I feel it's you defending your actions in regards to friends or family that may in some way oppose you two reconciling. Now, Sag, if you're dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, the energy that they're bringing in is the Page of Cups. So this can be messages coming through to do with feelings, to do with emotions. The only thing with the Page of Cups is there can be this energy of immaturity attached. You know, somebody that may find it difficult to have that type of grown-up, emotional type of relationship. Sometimes with the Page of Cups, you have to be careful. It can sometimes involve somebody that may drink a lot. But, you know, also it can kind of talk about somebody that comes in and, you know, makes these heartfelt promises, but they're making these promises based on their emotions, and the emotions can change and fluctuate. So there can be a sense of instability there. So keep that in mind, okay? Now, the energy that you're bringing in is the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands, new beginning, okay? The Wands is to do with passion. You know, it may be that if you do get some messages coming through from your ex, it may kind of relight that fire, relight that spark, you know, stir your passion again, okay? Now, the overall energy is the Two of Cups. So, you know, we're talking about two people here that overall see eye to eye with each other, you know, that are focused on each other, that are both bringing equal amounts of love, emotions, friendship, respect. The two cups in the card are both equal size. So, as I said, both offering the same to each other. So, you know, if you're dealing with an air sign, Sag, it's looking pretty good this month of July. But as I said, just be careful with that Page of Cups, with this sense of emotional immaturity. Just make sure that what is being promised can be backed up. Now, if you're dealing with a fire sign, so another Sag or Aries or Leo, we got the Nine of Wands. Now, I just did the reading for Scorpio, and when it come to them dealing with a fire sign, the energy that the fire sign was bringing in was also the Nine of Wands, okay? So the Nine of Wands is that kind of defensive energy. You know, they're not completely out of this, okay? They're not I kind of feel they're not really ruling out the possibility of a reconciliation, but there is this defensive energy around them. They've kind of got a barrier up, and it may be that that barrier's got to be slowly taken down, you know, because the Nine of Wands is forewarned, is forearmed here. So, you know, as I said, they're protecting themselves, so they may not jump straight back into a relationship. Now, the energy that you're bringing in is the Knight of Wands. So, you know, charging in, passionate energy here. The Knight of Wands is very passionate, very fiery energy. I don't like to say this because I do feel the Knight of Wands quite often gets a bad press, but the Knight of Wands sometimes can flee in and flee out of somebody's life, but it's based on what they're feeling passionate about at the time. And with fire signs, you know, their passions can be all over the place. You know, they get fired up about things. Now, it could very well be that, you know, maybe you have done this previously. Maybe you have been in and out of this fire sign's life. And maybe, you know, that's why they've got this protective barrier up around them. Now, the overall energy is the Five of Pentacles. So feeling left out in the cold here, I kind of feel that as an overall message is more applying to your ex than it is you, okay? So, Sag, that is what I have for you. Please remember that the sign that has the most views for this month of July, they will receive the bonus reading in August. So thank you for watching and take care. Bye.